pony horses to the horses. So I get a read on the pony horse. And so that might include bringing our youngster into the centre, and you're reading her as much as the rider's reading their horse. So one way to do that is to just circle around and show them each direction. Carl was pretty interested in that. I need to know that I still have my cues, that he's focused enough on me while she's there in the centre. I'm going to I'll come around and just stay there on her to her. To a point, I'm not going to take him right now, not take her right now, but I do want to get at least a little degree of a read. To be careful that you don't have the handler right in front of these front feet. There can be some striking going on times. If you move with it to a point where you can hand over and I'm coming on the inside, just that you're safe. Yeah, it's okay, we can stay. Perfect. And we take her easy and get out of the way. Easy. And I'm going to go that way, keep her on the inside. So I'm going to keep her on the inside for a moment. That gives her more space. I've got the coil and the rein in the left hand, and that means if she were to do something, I can close the hand on the left. The right hand's the one that will change motions. She's got to figure out if she can come up and how she needs to be. He needs to go forward, even though I've got my eye on her, and I need to know that he will listen to the leg, and it's okay that he schools her to a point, just can't hurt her. Drop. I want to dally, you can dally once around here. Keep your thumb up to the sky. So that's well high. So you want to dally so that she feels a little bit of the pressure. You can not do it and listen to me. You can school her, but you can't school her hard. So he's got to learn that. He's got to listen to my leg and not take charge. So, and then she's got to be able to come up all the way to my knee at some point. So it's two-part. You're schooling the horse to tell him how to behave, that he can lead this herd, but he needs to lead it the way I want it to be led, which means walk off my leg, come off the leg, let her come closer, and allow me to dally if I need to. So she's coming off this pressure pretty nicely. She's coming to the point where I want her to be, and she's protecting her hind end away from him. I also need him to be able to stand. And you've got to read both horses, because you've got to realise why she would come or why she wouldn't come up as well, so she doesn't get schooled for him saying don't come up, so she came up forward. So this is a good action. I need her to see the rider from above. Good job. I've got much forward in here. So Helen's in a great place. At some point when I ask him to go forward in the trot, I've got to be able to get her up to the trot as kindly as possible. And gradually she'll find the position she needs to be in. At some point, a lot of them will run forward. You've got to be in a position to bring them back. If they're too slow, you've got to be able to dally. So there, I've got to screw her just back so she doesn't go in front of him. And do the down and down. And sit this piece and bring her down. Good job. So don't aid her yet. Just give her a moment to sit back and see if she'll do it. That's nice. Good girl. You can't pull them. If all you do is pull, it's the same as that distance that we create. And then you drag them. You've got to be able to make sure you get them to come off pressure. Or dally to come off pressure. lean on that holder. There, nice. And I'll bring it down. Okay, the other direction, maybe it's a tad harder. Because you've got to go on the inside, so I've seen how that works, if it works. This is your second direction to go in. She's finding it harder for the mere fact she's pinned between the two. And so you're giving her the time to figure it out. And I've created great space for her to do that. So you're riding with your seat a lot of the time, and he's got to ignore her head carriage and rocking the head, which our horse where to go. He's got to ignore that. So I'm looking back over my shoulder for her. The reason you're trying to canter when you're in here is so that we know you can sit, should they spook or she spooks the horse, that you can do that. It might not be big enough often to get the canter for these guys, but if it is, if they're small and they can do it, we can certainly bring them up to that level. But ultimately, it's to know that you're able to ride, look back over your shoulder, and feel comfortable in all three gaits. So you've got to put these turns in because you're saying she didn't want to go on that side. And then if you're going to come out this round pen and go in the arena, there's going to be some movement she's not going to like. She needs to understand it's okay to do so. So yes, we've got the left and the right turns going on here. That's nice. Ideally, we want the nose around the knee marker on us. He's stalling over that. I see that, but I would like her to come up a little further. There. If she can, I'd like her to come up this way. Atta girl. Good girl. And find her way forward. She's got through the side. stands in front of her nose. And this is what we'll do if we put a rider up too. We go way in front of the nose to get that stop. So it's a good piece to be able to put on them, and then it's safer for the person to come in and hand the horse back. If you've got all these handlers, I could go back to them. And you can block them enough to stop them.